All right.
Man.
Let's
Do we got sound? We're good?
We're good.
We hit the go button. We
did.
We started the launch sequence.
Oh, we did, and we get the gap. You ready? This is my favorite part, man. You
Here
do
it comes.
You say it.
Are you ready for us? Right about
now.
now. Welcome to Loan Officer Breakfast Club.
I'm
your host, Frank
my
Ray.
favorite part, man.
I am your host, Frank Ray, here with Steve Kiles, Gen Z, Kristen Simpson, and the rest of the crew. We have, hey man, good stuff. We got Justin Hubbert on the show today. That's going to be... He's bringing a surprise I wasn't even expecting, because I thought we were just going to talk about, ground up construction. But he's like, no, man, I want to show him how to find builders.
It's Christmas in September.
I was like, yeah, right.
It's Kristen's favorite time of year.
Don't get me excited. Don't
get her started. Yeah. Yeah, but when he says, no, I want to make sure I share my screen and show him how to find these builders, I'm like, I'm going to give him the record scratch. You know what I mean? What? So this is going to be a good show for everybody that is here. So we'll give him some time to spill in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like the way that.
Hey, and by the way, Justin, it's hard to get the record scratch. Like it's
you earned it, dude. Yeah, you earned it. Yeah,
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Hey, Frankie, let's see where people are coming in from.
Yeah.
And I'd love to. Let's find a way to give away a shirt. What do we do?
You want to give away a shirt?
I do, man.
This is 2 days in a row. You guys are out of control.
Well, it's all good because it comes out of Steve's credit card, so we don't care.
Where's Carl? He's not here yet.
Yeah, he's not here. We can give away whatever we want. Yeah,
that's right.
So, by the way, Carl, you gave away a condo in Tampa Bay, just so you know. What should we do to have someone win a T-shirt? Let's see. How about I got it. If you have not won a T-shirt and you would like to win a T-shirt, raise your hand and give us your reason you're worthy for the T-shirt this morning. Right? You can take one. First one with his hand up, his or her hand up, is going to get it. As long as you get your hand up here. If you want a T-shirt, raise your hand. If you don't have one, I can't believe people aren't raising their hand. I'm looking at all kinds. Oh, there we go.
Brianna Cave.
Hey, Brianna,
girl.
wow. First of all, I want to congratulate you because you're definitely walking away with a T-shirt today. Steve, rattle off some of the benefits of having a loan officer.
You get higher credit scores, built-in trust, loyalty, higher loan amounts. I've heard you lose body fat like by the inches. It's amazing.
Not that you need to.
The six-pack that we all had when we were kids begins to come back rapidly.
Comes back.
I mean,
right.
So this is Lone Pixie Dust shirt thing.
Oh, well, it's pretty magical.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm good with that.
I got mine on, today, and man, I'm already off to a great start for the day. I swear, goodness gracious. So, Brianna, what makes you worthy? What makes you worthy of getting this T-shirt today?
I think I would be worthy of getting this T-shirt because I have been building a pipeline from scratch as a newbie with no previous pipeline experience. And, the Lord is good. He's used you guys and a few other resources to kind of teach me how to do my job. And so I'm gaining steam and I'm excited.
Great job, girl. Hey, how long you been in the business?
Since July. I passed my SIG test.
Hey, what were you doing before you got in the mortgage business?
I was a stay-at-home mom. So
wow. Well, that's a full-time job. I got to tell you, that's kudos.
Thank you.
What made you choose the mortgage business?
The option to be able to work from home more, so I could be home with my baby. And I'm trying to. I know you've got to get on the road and meet people, but I'm trying to exhaust all of the internet networking that I can so I can spend as much time home as possible with him.
Love it.
Who was it that brought you to the we always joke around, it's like I always say that nobody finds the mortgage space somehow finds you. Was that your case?
I guess so. I found I was looking on Indeed and I kept seeing like loan officer and I'm like, hey, that's something I think I could do. And so I took my SAFE exam and then it took the huge plunge because I thought 20-hour SAFE exam, that's what it took, and that's not what it took. That was just the beginning.
That's just the beginning.
Yeah, but it's a big mountain, but I'm ready to climb.
So you said you're already building a pipeline?
Trying to, I had 8, 10, Sorry.
We can hear you.
Oh,
Go
you're
ahead.
okay. Don't worry.
Nothing changed.
So I had 10 realtor interviews yesterday. 9 picked up the phone, and I have 9 partners now.
Wow.
So-
Good for you.
Thank you. I'm excited. Just trying to. I've got a webinar I've set up next week, so I'm panicking because I've never done that.
What are you teaching? What's the webinar on?
Actually, one of my new realtor partners agreed to do it with me, so I'm hoping to be more like a silent partner.
Yeah.
A supporting role.
I'm a supporting
job.
role. I'll
Right.
get you pre-approved. You do the selling part.
Great job.
I tell you, Brianna, I just think that you're kind of well on your way. I mean, you've only been, licensed since July. You know what? Thank goodness you found us, specifically me. Wouldn't you say
Yes, I would say that. And I found you guys actually, shout out to Chat GPT, because I was like, looking into it, and they're like, oh, well, you need to listen to these podcasts, and recommended you guys. And so I
Wow.
started doing some investigating, and signed up for the podcast and all the things.
Wow. Well, we've got an in with ChatGPT. It
Mhm.
finally paid off, Steve. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Really
well,
did.
that's what
Kristen?
Chris Johnstone's been talking about.
Yeah.
Man. I'm telling you, searching in chat is a big deal. Hey, Brianna, well done.
And
And you know what?
congratulations.
Hey, let me just encourage
Thank
you
you.
this. You're learning things that it took us 25 years to understand and know, and just being a part of the community. And I would encourage you, link into the coaching as soon as you can as well, because what would take years can take months. It's not about effort. It's about doing the right activity consistently over time. And if I were to give you one piece of information for somebody brand new, the one thing I wish I would have known, if you'll have 13 conversations a day, if you'll ask for the business 13 times a day, you will explode your business. And so keep up the great work. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great job.
And, here's the thing too, Brianna, and in the chat, go ahead and give Brianna some advice from the old salty dogs there that are doing some business. And what doesn't hurt to throw your advice in there. But you know what, Brianna, I'll tell you this. Sometimes this industry can be a little daunting, right? Sometimes you'll find yourself, right, where, hey, wow, this deal didn't go quite the way that I thought that it was going to go. It happens. It's the way it is. But I would tell you this, man. Every challenge is a learning experience, right? You
Yes.
just Steve always says, don't get bitter, get better. And that's what every challenge that's presented to you will do for you if you have the right mindset, right? So you're going to be faced with some challenges. They happen. It's just the nature of the business because we're dealing with people. We're dealing with people. It's just the way it is, right?
Yeah.
But don't fret those challenges. Just embrace them. Work through them. You'll do just fine, and you can learn from every single one of them. Sound good?
Sounds great. Thank you.
You are getting your T-shirt. How you get it? I don't know. It's magic. I think Gen Z is going to reach out to you or something in the chat, and you're going to give her your address or something like that, and it'll show up, and you're off and running. Everybody in your office is going to be insanely jealous, as they should be. So,
Oh, yes.
hey, we do need to get started, but Levon, got your hand up as well, and so are you trying to weasel in on getting a T-shirt? Is that what you're after, buddy? You're muted, man, and you're a guy.
I was trying to go to the reactions and try to find the hands up, and I must have put it up inadvertently.
Oh, you did. Well, good morning. How's things going?
Man. Fantastic.
Excellent, man. Excellent. Glad to have you here. So,
I'm always here.
excellent. I know you are.
Where you at, brother?
Ocean City, Maryland.
Oh,
On the East Coast.
There. Beautiful, beautiful.
Maryland.
Yep.
Great. Good stuff. Hey, well, thanks for raising your hand and saying good morning.
No worries.
All right. Hey, well, let's get to Mr. Justin Hubbert. He's our guest this morning. Carl, I don't know if you're on, how long you've been on, if you just chimed in, but, he was going to talk about ground up construction. He says, well, I just want to make sure I can share my screen. He's going to show him how to get builders. I was like, well, right. Oh, you're doing that too? So what a treat.
Who needs
for us
builders?
today.
What the heck? Only every house that was ever built was built by a builder. But other than that. Hey,
All
Frank,
right.
Frank, by the way, have you seen, man, I've noticed, Steve, I know you have too. Have you noticed the people's volume's been ticking up here? Last 30, 45 days, we've been seeing some really robust increase. So it's going well. I know, Steve, you were saying you and your team, y'all are really ramping up too. So
Definitely.
good stuff.
Definitely. If you're getting value from this already, go ahead and tap that like button. It helps more loan officers find content that actually makes a difference. And hey, if staying ahead of the market and learning what's really working in our industry matters to you, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss another episode. We read every comment, so drop your thoughts down below. We'd love to hear from you and know what's working or what you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you here next time. All right. Well, hey, let's get to Justin Hubbert. Justin, of course, is the president of Park Place Finance. We're huge fans of them. I am big fan of Park Place Finance. And one of the things that we wanted to explore last time Justin was here, we kind of overviewed everything, but Justin was like, man, I really want to talk about this ground up construction. It's blowing up out there. We're seeing a surge of it. It's great money. It's great business, So Justin, lay it on us, man. Go ahead and take control of the screen. Tell us all about this ground up construction and how we can find these loans, man.
Yeah, well, good morning, everybody, and a big congratulations to Brianna as well. That's remarkable. Thank you for sharing those success stories. So that's awesome. I'm over here in Austin, Texas. So we are a private lender out of Austin. We do nationwide fix and flip, ground up construction, DSCR loans, and I know I've worked with a ton of you guys, but I want to talk to you guys today about ground up construction and how there's opportunity here to get business. One of the things that is interesting here is that I just looked this up yesterday. We're on the pace to do about 119,000 home starts per month. So you can see this trend line here and all the fancy graphs that ChatGPT, as you guys said, put into the screen. So, but you see a trend line upwards of new home starts here. So what specifically we're going to talk about is like how to get first-time builders, real estate investors, small to mid-sized builders, so you can become that preferred lender, as well as heavy flippers. We're a private lender, and so a lot of people say, well, what's that mean for me as a loan officer? And so I just want to come up with like 5 quick ways that this could help scale your business. And so we're talking about investment properties only, but on the builder loans, there's an opportunity to get paid twice, not only for the construction loan, but then generally, if you can help them find financing, the natural progression is for you to become the preferred lender, right? So it's an easier conversation. We've already helped them. The fix and flips, there's just so much repeat business. There's a lot of serial repeat fix and flippers. And of course, every time they do a fix and flip, if you're their lender, then you get paid on that as well. Another thing we're going to talk about today regarding builders, it doesn't necessarily have to be the loan to get them up and running and build the house. It could be where they're stuck with some inventory, and maybe you give them a loan to cash them out to allow them a little bit more runway to get to the other side. Same thing with a bridge purchase. Maybe they need to buy the land and close quickly while they wait on permits or design, etc. So.
Hello, good morning.
Hold on.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Yeah.
Good morning.
And then I think everybody's very familiar with the DSCR options now. So, but we offer a variety of those if you get stuck with some of those. There's 2 really types of builders here. You got your spec builders and your custom builders. Spec builders building with intent to sell once they get the house up and running. Custom builders, which you may be doing conventional loans for when they want to build it for their primary residence and then move into it afterwards. So we're talking about mainly spec builders today. But these are builder types that you can fund and things that we actively fund here. We have certainly kind of your 1 to 4 family, single family, duplex, triplex, and you can finance the land plus the construction. But there's also these small to mid-sized subdivisions that the small to mid-sized banks are really taking a pause on lately because some of their buckets for lending and construction are either full or at max capacity, or maybe they've just pulled back with strategy. So for a conventional loan officer, there's just a tremendous opportunity there to get business there. Same thing goes with townhouses and condo developments as well. So in private lending, the nice part is we don't look at DTI. So if you have a builder that maybe wrote off a bunch in a tough year last year, there's no income that's really looked at. We're looking at basically the asset and are they going to be successful with the project? And when you look at that, the question is just how much experience do they have swinging a hammer, or maybe their GC has experience swinging a hammer. So if they have experience, they got a reasonable credit score, and the values there once they get built, there's a high probability that they can do this. So these are kind of the 5 yeses to get a deal and get a viable construction loan. So, the more experience, the better. Helps them with down payment, assets. They need to have a little bit of down payment, plus they need to have a little bit to get started. 660 is kind of a small lower barrier to entry than a lot of places. And then is the project going to make them money? Keep in mind, these are all investment properties. So a good opportunity there to make sure that it's profitable, and a good way to save somebody if they're not going to be profitable. And then property location is in a liquid area. So if those are yeses, then the high probability this is a viable construction loan for you.
Hey, Justin, real quick, it
Yep.
could. So you mentioned these are all investment. It's because they're intending to build these and sell these, right? So, but if there was, do you guys do loans for like, hey, I'm a, I'm finally going to build my dream home. I'm a consumer. I'm going to hire a GC. I'm going to get all the plans. I'm going to build my dream home. I do intend to live in it after I built it. Can you still do that?
So we can do it so long as we are not financing once they live in it. So these are
Okay.
private loans that don't fall on that, what's the acronyms you guys, TREAD and all the fun
Yeah.
things with that. So they can't live in it afterwards in our loan. But if you pay them off, which is a great point, then they're not living it while you're building, right? Most people aren't going to live in it when they don't have a roof on it, right? So
Right. Right.
in that aspect, there's kind of a small technicality. So yes, there is an opportunity there for that.
So they just got to refinance out of it as soon as it's
Yeah, do a
built.
takeout. Yeah,
They got to
takeout
have the
from the
takeout.
get-go.
So really, it's a two loan experience, right?
Yep.
Hmm.
That's exactly right. Yeah, double, two times the amount of loan for the same amount of work, right? So,
Mm,
and
mm.
there's also a lot of lenders out there on the conventional side that offer that one-time close
Yeah, yeah,
construction
yeah.
loan, maybe better suited. If you're
Right,
running into
right.
issues with income or DTI, this could be a nice viable secondary option here.
Indeed. But what we're really looking at here is trying to find those spec builders, those mid builders, even big ones. Guys, I'll be honest, me and Justin are talking to a guy right now. I had a deal come in, you won't even believe it, off an email. What is it? $11 million potential deal, Justin? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's one of those subdivision developments, and it's like 32 houses being built, and
Yeah.
he's got some experience, and it looks like a viable scenario and viable loan. So,
Nice.
and
Nice.
then you have the other side of that, right? Which is they come in here. Hopefully, we can help them get that loan closed. If we do, presumably build it, and then they go to sell it. Well, who's the natural exit lender is Frank, right? So
You would think so.
there's a huge opportunity there regarding getting a repeat business, and these builders are doing it for a living. So what do they generally do once they sell all their inventory? Go build another house, right? So
Mhm. Mhm.
um, and then just here's some quick hits on our leverage. On this, the higher the leverage, we go up to 90% loan to cost. So as it compares to say some of the local lenders and local banks, generally they're at 75, 80%. So you can get a lot higher leverage. Maybe they can build 3 houses when they naturally could build 2 with the local bank. And then you'll see if they have zero experience, we also finance those as well. Um, but again, going back to what Frank just said, it's get paid twice. You get a construction loan, then you get the preferred lender on the other side. And these are more small to mid-sized builders. The DR Hortons, while a great lender or great builder, they already have their financing. They're more institutional grade. These are kind of like, anywhere from 5 to 50 homes a year. Maybe it could be 1 or 2 homes a year as well. But I did want to show you guys how you can find these. And I know there's a lot of great softwares out there, Zonda being one of those, but there's an easy way to go and find these builders. So if you just go to Redfin or a Zillow, depending on which your preference is there, you can go to sold real quick here. Just hit in sold last 6 months. You go and separate this by land, and I'm in Austin, so I just picked this out. And if you do that, you can see that you have 91 places here that have sold and that are presumably going to be building on. And then you can also filter this, say that you want infill, then you could go in here, you could say less than 1 acre, right? And now we got 61, maybe a little bit bigger if you're in a rural area or more suburban than urban area. And I'm just going to pick on this one here. And if you go here, you could go down here and you see this is a drawing of a rendering of what they're trying to sell. And they did sell this in May 7th. And down here is bought with Thomas Joseph, who's a great builder in the area. If anybody knows Austin, he's been building here for years. And so you have a easy search. Just put in Joseph Properties, and that pops up here, and then you have a phone number with it. So you can call Thomas. Please don't call him because there's I don't want to put him on blast, but you can easily get a phone number and call them and say, hey, I noticed you bought this property that looks like it's ready to be built. And is there any way we can help you with the construction lending or perhaps be a preferred lender on the end? So there's an easy way to do this, and it's free, which is the best part. And so I think that there's a good way for you guys to get in there with not only the small to mid-sized builders, but also to get that preferred relationship with some of these builders that may not have one.
Wowza.
That's a great strategy, man.
It's such an easy one, too. I didn't think about it looking at land that is sold in the past 6 months. That's clever because more than likely they're buying it to build on it. Duh, right? Wow. Okay. So Justin, best way to reach out, work with parkplace.com. We've got Patrick asking, how do we get signed up to offer these? Go to workwithparkplace.com. I'm going to put it in the chat. Okay.
Yep.
There it is.
Just hit the quick info button right there. If you have a scenario, just put that in the notes, and then one of our people will reach out. If you want more information, it's got all the details here on the projects and products, more detail. But that's the high level, and happy to go through that in more detail with anybody that may want that in a of how to go find those in Redfin, or if you want scripts, I'm happy to send those to you as well of how to have those conversations with some of those builders.
Yeah. What we'll do, guys, is we'll put together a little training package. Carl will do that, put together a little training package that kind of covers scripting. It covers finding. It covers everything. Here's my question for you. I think some loan officers are probably very intrigued. I think I need to get into this business, right? But they might be feeling a little bit like, I'm not sure how to do it, though. Here's the thing I would say, guys, just get connected to Justin's team because they'll walk you through everything. You're going to get connected to a representative there. Caden and William are my guys up there, and they'll walk you through it all. Like I've gone to them many times and said, can you just give me a punch list on what I need to get? They're like, here you go, punch list. And I'm like, there we go. We're off to the races.
And Justin also, he sends out like once you, like if you go to that website and then, I don't know, opt in, I guess, or however you want to say it, Justin sends out like little tips from time to time that I've found very interesting. And so even if I don't want to do a builder loan, he gives a lot of information about a lot of things. So it's a good educational thing. It's a different, Justin, you bring a different side, frankly, that we're not, this different. It's different.
Right.
It's good. Yeah. The problem sometimes of always doing the same thing, it gets a little incestuous of sorts. I don't know if that's the right word, but so it's nice having a fresh perspective on some things that might have been right in front of our face that we didn't think of because we haven't seen it yet. So I appreciate you coming on here, brother. Good stuff.
Yeah. Hey, and we're going to get to Adam here real quick, but Justin, what would you say? I know this is just putting you on the spot and you probably don't really know for sure, but you probably have a pretty good guesstimate is like when it comes to these ground up construction loans, like what do the average loan amounts look like in that world? They're a little bigger typically, aren't they?
Well, that's a good question. Yeah, so our max loan amount's 15 million. So we do see a lot of subdivision developments over that $7-8 million mark. And so if you guys are looking for the opportunities for significant income on say one loan, there's a tremendous opportunity with bigger loan sizes. Generally, it's bigger commissions, right? So our average loan size is right around $1 million. So. But that it's kind of skewed because of some of those subdivision developments. But these are certainly bigger loans, especially in the areas that most people are building in today, just because the cost of building is a little bit higher.
Yeah. Okay, Adam, what do you got?
Hey, thank you so much. It's just great that this came out today because I just actually picked up 32 spec homes on Friday. And on this, how does the builder get approved? Is there a packet they need to fill out? And Zane's my rep over there, Park Place. Is he very familiar with this program as well?
He is, yeah. He's one of our stars over here. So you're working with one of the best. So the way that the program works, and this would be a little bit different because it's multi-project, right? So those are we can finance kind of up to 90% of the cost, right? And so there might be some subdivision development costs that could be the roads. It could be some of the utilities need to get dropped in there. So there's a little bit of nuances. As Carl was saying, these aren't kind of like, hey, the AUS said DU eligible, right? So we kind of need to take it off the assembly line and look at those. But well, I'm happy to reach out after this and talk a little bit further about that. But the nice part about this too is like these are quick close loans. If we can verify the permits are active, we can verify that the borrower has experience. We don't look at tax returns, right? So it really kind of comes down to, do we think you can pull off the project? And that's usually based on experience of getting addresses. And so if you get that, then the builder gets approved. And so that's a very quick, hour, 2 hour approval process for any specific builder. And then it just comes down to the project itself.
Rural's not a problem.
Well, we don't really like rule an aspect of it may be worth $1 million, but if there's nobody willing to pay $1 million, then it's hard to justify that's the sales price. So rule has a very loose context in our eyes, because if you go to places like Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, right, Gatlinburg, that's by definition would be marked rule on an appraisal, but there's a lot of transactions happening there. If you're 40 miles outside of Atlanta, Georgia to the east or west, you're probably, a little bit more in the area of that's rural, true rural definition.
Unknown
And so that may
caller.
be a little bit more challenging. So it really kind of just depends on what is the saturation, and how many properties are selling that are like this property in the area.
Yeah, it's just outside of DC, and it's going to be a golf community. So, and all 1.2 to $2 million homes.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, that sounds like something we could easily do. For reference here, like if you're in the state of Florida, it's not considered rural to us. So that hopefully that gives a little bit of context. If you're in Texas, that's a big state, got a lot of rural areas. It's more of a case by case by the city.
Hi, thanks for enjoying Loan Officer Breakfast Club here on YouTube. I just wanted to drop in and remind you that if you're a newer loan officer and you're trying to get to that 2 or 3 deals a month, or if you're seasoned and you're trying to get from 50 to 60 or 60 to 80, Mortgage Marketing Animals has you covered. We've got the full gambit from start to finish, top to bottom. Everything you need is at mortgagemarketinganimals.com. There's a reason that mortgagemarketinganimals.com is the #1 mortgage coaching platform in the country. So check it out, mortgagemarketinganimals.com. Cool. Hey, so we got a question here, and it's Renee Rodriguez. And I'm not sure I quite get it. So Renee, you're asking, will Park Place allow a seller carryback? Is that something that happens on construction deals, maybe for the land or something like that, Justin? Or
Yeah, we can look at that. That's again kind of goes off the assembly line a little bit, but there's case by case, but generally no, because it's just too much risk. We want to have the builder, the borrower, to have some skin in the game.
Yeah.
But if there was a scenario where they're putting like 20% down and then the seller's carrying 30%, that's something that could work. It just has to make common sense. But the biggest thing we want to look at, Frank, is that to make sure that the actual borrower of ours has some skin in the game.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hey, Frank, what was that website again for everybody to get on Justin's training list?
It's workwithparkplace.com, workwithparkplace.com. If you go there, you can kind of put in a scenario. If you got a scenario right now, you kind of want to run past them, just put in the deets and hit go, and they'll get back to you on that. Or if you just want to get some quick info, there's a button at the top that says quick info. Click it, put your info in there. You get their product pricing matrix. You get some information from Justin as well. Let's see. Justin, do you have counties and cities you classify as submarkets with some adjustments to max the loan to cost?
Well, I don't know if we can go through every county here. We have 3 minutes to go, but if you reach out, we're happy to give you some information on that. In 10 seconds or less, we can tell you whether it's a go or not.
Do builders find you on your own website, or are they finding you through LOs? It's both, right?
Yeah, a little bit of both. Yeah, we work with a lot of LOs and a repeat business. So we make sure you're protected. You got a broker agreement that we have you sign. Make sure you're protected.
On DSCR, can you do a seller carry on DSCR?
Yeah, so the nice part about our DSCR is it's designed only for investors. We don't do conventional financing. We don't do Fannie Freddie or jumbo primary residences or non-QM by some definitions. We only do DSCR for the purpose of investors. And so our product is maybe a little bit more robust than what you might see out there with some of the other aggregators, so to speak. And so yes, we do allow seconds on that. The other thing is like Airbnb projected income. So they don't have to have Airbnb income today. Could be something like, hey, I'm buying a property in Destin, Florida. We think that there's going to be $100,000 in income, for example, and we can use that on projected income using some projection forecasts in softwares that we have. AirDNA being one.
So is there a formal broker sign up? This is from Glenn. Broker sign up kind of procedure here, or is there specific licensing that's required to do these loans?
Yeah, super simple. So there's no blood samples. We got away with that in about a year ago.
Man.
We it's really simple here. So just go to workwithparkplace.com, top right corner, click quick info, and we'll send you the broker package. If it takes you more than 10 minutes, you went to go get coffee.
Yeah, there you go. All right, man. Let's see. Do they handle mid-construction financing? Let's say they ran short, something like that happens, or what have you.
Believe it or not, that's a big product that we offer. So yes, the answer to that is yes.
Okay, great. Rudy had a question, and Nick's got his hand up. But Rudy, you had a question. You had your hand up. Did you want to chime in on that, or did you ask it already?
Yeah, what I was trying to find out, does he presently have any lending going on right now in Georgia? I'm sure that he's licensed in Georgia and everything, but do you have anything that's working right now in Georgia?
Well, we work with all the states. Georgia, actually, believe it or not, Atlanta is one of the biggest growth cities for new construction, especially on that northern side. So, yes, I'm sure we do. I don't have a list here in front of me, but I mean, we work there all the time. But we certainly can work with new builders and LOs all the time. So.
Good.
Thanks.
You betcha. Nick, you got your hand up. What you got?
Take us home, Nick.
I got a quick question. Do you do when the builder is the actual general contractor? Will you do a loan that way?
Yeah, the answer is that yes. A lot of times our borrower is the actual general contractor. So as long as they have a little bit of experience, or maybe they don't have experience, they can be the general contractor. It's just at lower leverage. So yes, the answer to that is 100%. Most of our borrowers are actual general contractors or actually the builder themselves, but they don't have to be. They can hire a builder as well.
That's great.
What's
You
the
don't have to
minimum
have
FICO
the
on that?
builder sign on it. So our borrower doesn't have to necessarily be the builder. So the builder doesn't have to sign on dotted line, which makes it really nice and easy to use.
And is there a minimum FICO for this loan?
660, but we'll go down to 600 with exception. Just needs to be a reason why the score is so low.
Okay,
Kind of
sounds
goes
good.
back to that common sense there.
I'll reach out and thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yep,
thanks so much.
Go to
Enjoy the walk.
workwithparkplace.com, Nick. Workwithparkplace.com.
Love it.
And we got a little war going on there where Ace is telling Rudy and
Stay out of
so
Georgia.
is stay out of Georgia. Get out.
Bring it on. Let's see
I was
it.
just telling him to watch
Let's see
the
it.
series Viking.
Funny stuff. All right. Well, let's see. We put the slide deck into the chat. You want to do that one more time, Gen Z? Just make sure they got it. So we're going to throw the slide deck in there for you guys so you got some information. Also, workwithparkplace.com is the link you want to go to. If you got a scenario right now or one that's kind of kicking around on your desk, you can put some info in there, get them to reach out to you and figure out if you can put that deal together. Or if you just want quick info, there's a quick info button at the top. Let's see, Kristen, you're at Frank arraying me. Let's see. What are you trying to tell me?
Autumn wants a direct contact for MoveTube, so I'm at Frank arraying you.
Oh, okay. Well, sure. A direct contact. Yeah. Getting my corporate office. Oh, okay. Yeah. No
Hey,
problem.
Autumn, I'll give you Frank's home address.
Perfect.
And,
I love it. Thanks, Carl.
Yeah. And I've got a key to the back door, and so
swing by Florida, head to Vacaville.
Frank's Autumn's a longtime VIP, so anyway, y'all can help her. I appreciate it.
Autumn, just hit my address, my email, frank@themarketinganimals.com. Frank@themarketinganimals.com. Okay. All right. Well, gosh, I think
Steve,
that was a good
Hey,
day.
Steve, are you in a rush?
No.
Hey, when we finish, just hang on here for a second. I want to tell you a quick story.
Okay, got it.
All right, so we're gonna call it officially a done day, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say adios to everybody.
Thanks,
thank
everybody.
you, Justin. Man, thank you so much
appreciate you, man.
for this. Is great. And if you want to hang around and see what Carl and Steve got
Oh
to
no,
say,
it's nothing. It's just a little story I thought about when I was on my ride this morning. And I thought of Steve, so it's nothing.
got it. So it was kind of a sad story.
No. It's just
Right.
I probably could have just called him. We're right.
Frankie.
Anyway.
He was.
All right. Well, Steve, I'll be waiting for you on your link when you're
All right,
done
man.
with
I'll be
Carl.
there in
And
just a
the rest of y'all, adios. See you later.
See you.
Hey, everybody.
Have a wonderful day, everybody.